stock technical analysis. Basically, very basic. I don't overcomplicate when I look at the stock that I'm trading or that I'm watching, putting on a watch list. Let's go. A few months ago, when I was covering this name, we were somewhere here. Stock was trading probably around like $220 levels. So from there, stock is now significantly down, and I'm looking at the retracement levels as a guide for me, basically, because I'm using the low of 2020, which was $90, $89, and after that, stock made a high of 278. So this is the range I'm looking at. Okay, so when I say 50% retracement from its all-time highs, when I was covering it was right here. So that's what I meant. So I'm not looking at all-time highs of 446 in 2019. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. So 2020, 2021, 2022, that price action right here. So here are the levels. So if you look at these retracement levels right here on every red line right here on a chart, you'll see that at some pretty much not like what is it, for the past 4 or 5 months, if you look at it, ever since it slipped, it has been acting as a support, as a resistance. These retracements levels, 50%, 38, 23, and if you look at this chart right here right now, the resistance from here is basically that one, what is it, 134, 135. So if it tries to push higher, I do expect stock pretty much go test this level and then slip again. And my basically like decent support I'm watching from here would be retest of these lows. So I do think that, yeah, definitely it can flush below $100. Why not? Because look how many people on the water here, and also it's overextended right here right now. So maybe it will consolidate, chop around, and then starts another leg move down. Just looking at overall market and also their FAA news on Friday, when stock pretty much, if you guys were, I was watching this on Friday when it flushed on a 30-minute chart. If you look at it from 130 all the way to 123, and then we bounced a little bit. So even then, it managed to close 3% for Friday, while overall market closed about the same level, 3.5 Nasdaq. So for me, basically the support, this low from Thursday, 120, if it slips, I will definitely be watching this name to the downside, possibly hit $100. And also I'm watching for maybe if market decides to just chill for some time and have a relief bounce. If you look at the 50-day moving average right here up there, what is it, 173, yellow line. If you look at it, it has been acting as a resistance, but from these levels, it's overextended to the downside. A little bit overextended. It doesn't mean that, I mean, it belongs to these levels. These are moving averages. They will come down as well. So if you look at the 5-day moving average, that's my guide. So basically, anytime stock gets back above 5-day, which is right here right now, 130, if it gets back above that level, I would basically try to stay long biased. Okay, if you look at this blue line on my chart and look at the price action, what it did, every time it's below, goes down, every time gets back above, tries to go higher, slips below, goes lower, gets back above. It doesn't, like, rallies are not as strong actually for the past 4 or 5 months. So basically people were selling the rips every time. So if there are more red days for the past 4 months than green days. So that's why I will be watching 5-day moving average. Usually that's what I do watch when I day trade or when I'm swing trading for a short period of time. So that's what I'm watching. And also I am watching the volume volume profile. So if you look at the volume profile for the past, let's go back on a daily chart to 2000. I pulled up like 20 years. Okay, that's fine. So I pulled up 20 years, and on that chart you will see that this level where it's sitting right now, 125 to all the way 135, this is a demand zone. It can become a supply zone very easily, because if more people, I mean, if it does slip below these volume profiles, I mean, next level for Boeing would be somewhere here at $100 region, and not hold a lot of support. So very, very solid support for Boeing, and I hate to say that it can, well, if market corrects more, you can see Boeing somewhere here at $74 level. That's where I am seeing very strong volume support, and at this price, $127, Boeing's market capitalization is $75 billion. So keep that in mind if you're trading like a lot of like new companies that are out there. Just to put in perspective, like this company has gone through so many recessions, and it's at 75 billion. Like if you are like, I have made a video about Coinbase when it was sitting at like 100, what was the level, over even $100 billion. Actually, it did get it above that level at some point, and now it's 15 billion. And then we made a video about Rivian as well. It was at 100 billion, and I'm like, it doesn't belong there. So now Rivian is 24 billion, and even at that level, it doesn't belong to that level. But keep that in mind. So the valuation for the Boeing, I mean, you can argue that it's undervalued right here right now, but I don't have a reason to go long here right now. I would love to see it somewhere here at 90, but right here in the middle of nowhere, basically, I don't think that it's a good spot to say, hey, this is a bottom, I'm going all in. And again, I'm not trading it at the moment. I'm not long or short. I don't have a position, but I'm keeping an eye. It's on my watch list actually. And somebody asked in the comment that if I wanted to cover this name. Yeah, this is the video. So these are the levels I'm watching. Not super complicated. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update.